Good day and welcome back to Ginger's Place. Well, today I'm making a quiche, but the crust is shredded potato. First I'm going to shred the potatoes with my rotary shredder. Now after doing this and making it, I think I would use, this was the larger grater blade in there. I think I would use the smaller one when I'm going to do it for Christmas morning, and I'm going to use the smaller one. But this worked fine and it came out good, but I just think it'll brown a little bit better if I use the smaller one. Now you use a springform pan for this so that you can get it out neatly when it's done. And you put parchment paper around the bottom of the springform so that the egg mixture isn't going to leak through. So you wrap parchment paper around the bottom of the springform and then you put it back together and then you slather butter inside the whole pan. Now we're going to press the shredded potatoes in the bottom and up the sides. I forgot to mention that you have to squeeze the moisture out of the potatoes before putting them in the springform pan. Now we're going to brush all the potato with melted butter, the bottom and up the sides, until all the potato is coated with the melted butter. And after I made sure that all the potato was coated with the butter, I gave it a little bit more of a press just to make sure everything was going to stay put before I put it into the oven. I also checked for any thin spots in the shredded potato because we want that quiche to have a crust. We don't want the egg mixture to run through underneath the potato. That crust is supposed to be over the whole top of the quiche. Now I put mine in a 375-degree oven, but I think next time I'll do it a little higher because I didn't like the way my potatoes didn't come out as brown as I really wanted them to. So I put it in there. Every oven varies for about 35-40 minutes. It depends on how thin the potatoes are shredded and your oven. Now what I'm doing is I'm brushing them with an egg white, and that's to seal them. Then back into the oven. I put it back in the oven for about 5 to 7 minutes till I could see that the egg white was set so it would protect when I put the quiche mixture in from running through. Now before I poured the egg in, I shook a little bit more of my egg seasoning on top of the potatoes. I also added the seasoning to the egg mixture as well. Now I would also add some cheddar cheese to the egg mixture, but today I decided to use shredded Romano. I didn't use a lot of cheese. I know, like in other quiche recipes I do, they call for a lot of cheese. I didn't use a lot in this one. Next time I'll probably try the cheddar. Now the seasoning for this that I used was dried dill, onion powder, garlic powder, salt and pepper. Now it's out of the oven and the center of the quiche was fully cooked. That's what you have to make sure, that your center is fully cooked. And you can see how brown the edges were. So I thought the bottom, when I flipped it, that the crust was going to be super brown and crispy. And I was very shocked. When I flipped it, you'll see it wasn't that crispy and brown at all. You see how the edges are so much browner than the actual bottom? When you consider that the quiche took like another 45 minutes to cook, I expected those potatoes to be really brown and crisp, but they weren't. So I slid it on a baking pan and I put it under the broiler with some paprika, some butter, and a little more grated cheese to get this brownness. But it tasted delicious, so I think next time I'll just use a hotter oven. I'm going to make it for Christmas morning. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And until next time, take care.